Hello and welcome to a brand new video of Global Techniques of Architecture. Into past videos wherein we covered all the topics pertaining to systems like conventional curtain wall or say two-sided, four-sided as well as semi-unitized curtain walls. So what we had missed is out of this entire discussion, there is a composite system which exists between a conventional as well as a semi-unitized. So it can also be named as a semi-unitized without a subframe. So the aluminum consumption goes down, but still the USP or say the entire process of installation is still labor dependent. But then too it is the most appreciative system or say appreciated system in the UAE market, whether it be Ras Al Khaimah, whether it be Dubai, whether it be Al Ain. You see many projects done with this kind of systems. Even we as consultants have specified this system into many projects. So what happens is the stress marks which were supposed to be seen onto that conventional system are not exactly seen onto this system because of usage of toggle. The only drawback is that this system is 100% closed joint system. So the dependency on weather sealant for the entire purpose called sealing is of topmost concern. So if one can address it with the help of EPDM gaskets, then this system is foolproof to be installed everywhere, wherever intended. So I have compiled a video, of course from a system company, just for explaining you how the toggle actually works. So that's the video, you can have a look at it. Into this video if you see, so the gasket comes and sits over, and then there is a U channel which is a part of the DGU and at a very localized position. So if at all vertically your glass is 2.4 meters, you would be having somewhere around 3 to 4 patches of these U channels which would be stuck between the two glasses. Between the two glasses. U channel stuck between the two glasses invertedly. Okay, and then you have a toggle, you can see from the video, which just fits over and a sealant seals the entire system. So that's a toggle system for you, of course, to be known to us. And if at all you are looking out for a vertical glazing of more than 6 meters, 8 meters, 12 meters, this is probably one of the best solutions. So that completes the toggle part. Of course, during this entire COVID, we have been working from home, and yesterday we received some videos of what is happening at Kolkata. So because of that storm, what has happened is there are many buildings which were executed without a consultant, without a assent, without an approval of a consultant. There are many failures that are going through. So apart from the jugaad mechanism, apart from just subsiding or say sidelining the consultant and doing on it on their own, this is a real hard lesson for all the developers to hire a consultant. I don't say hire me, I say hire a consultant, hire somebody who understands the facade. So if you look at this video, probably it's a fin. I don't want to comment, I don't want to get into which part of the city, which state, which developer, which consultant, what has gone wrong. But the issue is that it has failed. So you can see an aluminum sheet which was, I presume, was supposed to be acting as a fin, has just given off. And this giving off is not at all acceptable. So that's the sole reason you and me, being designers, as responsible citizens, at least have some sensible guy or a company to vet the installation, to vet the design. And always remember, I have spoken about this in the initial videos, facades are to be designed for various loads, out of which the 100% critical is wind load, and that is much more say elaborated into IS 875. And with the help of that, during we consider the typology of the building, we consider the terrain of the building, where it is located, and then we have K1, K2, K3 factors, and looking at all these parameters, we arrive at a design wind load. Once I say a design wind load, while this entire system goes through a test bed for verification whether what we have designed as designers is perfect. So this entire setup is supposed to be validated for 1.5 times. So suppose the wind load is design wind load is 2 kPa, so the proof load, the validity part would be of minimum 3 kPa, which is 3000 pascals on a meter square, the pressure exerted by wind. So once you go for a design verification, once you go for the design validation through with the help of a performance test, these mishaps that you saw into the previous video will never occur. Okay, so be cautious for being an architect and a responsible citizen of India. Okay, keep watching this channel for more knowledgeable videos, and once again, thanks for watching.